All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chuck Williams, and it's my honor and privilege to host the Monday Night Cepeda Zoom presentation. I've been doing this now for, I guess, my goodness, maybe 2 years, but it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, and I've got to meet a lot of great people like my guest tonight, John Moschetti, who's going to do a phenomenal job kind of going through this with me. And then next week, you might want to mark your calendars. John will be hosting, and we'll have Joe Ames as our guest. He's the CrossFit champion for the age 50 and above. So let me mute some background noise here so we get that out of the way right away. There you go. Now everybody should be muted as they come in, and that'll work out great. So this is an important slide. We run our business 100% on integrity, and the Cepeda team is right in line with that 100%. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a picture of Kathy Coover, one of the co-founders, and basically what this slide is talking about is there are no guarantees. Well, there is a product guarantee, of course. You got 30 days to get your money back if for whatever reason you're not satisfied. But as far as how much income you're going to earn, how much weight you're going to lose, what it's going to do to your body, will your transformation look like John's and like mine? There are no guarantees. Every body is different. But we will tell you, there are thousands and tens of thousands of success stories of transformations. These products do work. As far as the income model, the compensation plan is fair, and it works the same for everybody. But there are no guarantees in this, and that's what we want to stress. If you want more information, you go to isagenixearnings.com, and you can also go to isagenixhealth.net for the products. So with that being said, we're going to jump in tonight, and this should be a picture of yours truly. That picture on the far left was the pawpaw. I've now got 6 grandkids, a 7th one on the way, and I had developed that pawpaw belly there. Worked great around Christmas time because I could dress up like Santa Claus, didn't need a whole lot of padding, but I really didn't like it. It wasn't very conducive to chasing the grandkids around and functioning well in my day-to-day life. So with Isagenix, I was able to shed the fat and knock that belly off, and I did that with no exercise. I literally did it with no exercise, which I was pretty excited about. Plus, no dieting, wasn't hungry. After having experienced that, I decided that I wanted to do more. My body all of a sudden got cravings to exercise, which I hadn't had in decades. All of a sudden, my wife and I joined the gym. We started exercising, and now we are in as good a shape today in our late 50s as we were in our early 20s, and that's exciting. There are multiple reasons you might be here tonight. Most of you are here for the product. 90% of the people in Isagenix are in it for the product. Very few of us, 10%, are really interested in making money. At the end of our call, I'm going to have John explain what we call the you share, they share. He does it as well as anybody I know, so I'm going to let him share that part of our presentation tonight. But again, that's going to be a very small percentage of the presentation as a whole, but it's an important part because if you want to get the best nutrition, you want to know how to get it for free, and that's what we're going to teach at the end of our call tonight. And then if you want to make a lot of money, like our leaders of Cepedas and many, many others, we're going to teach you how to do that very briefly too. But as you can see on this slide here, there are multiple reasons why people are interested in good nutrition for their health. Everything from cardiovascular to weight loss, weight management, energy, brain function, digestive health, the list goes on and on. You can see there's lots of reasons why people are looking for healthy. In fact, one of the things I've been asking people recently is, are you interested in better health in 2020? Is that one of your goals for 2020? And the response has been overwhelmingly yes. In fact, as I think about that, I just need to ask more people because I haven't had anybody say no to that question. So Isagenix is not just a weight loss company based on what you're coming to get for your personal transformation. Weight loss might be one of the things. I deal with a lot of people who want to gain weight. So we got the weight management on the top left. On the top right, we've got performance. John, our guest John, and myself are both into the performance products. In the bottom right-hand corner, you got healthy living. I said I'm in my late 50s. I'll tell you, I'm 58 years old. But with these products, it's amazing the way I feel, the way my skin looks, even my hair color is turning back to its natural color using these incredible products. Again, I mentioned earlier with that disclaimer, it works different for everybody. I'm just telling you my personal results, my transformation. It's been amazing. I will never be without these products. On the bottom left-hand corner, we've got energy products. Got a whole line of energy products. And that's one of the things I find in people of all ages. They want more energy. Isagenix has the products to provide that. We've got lots of targeted products. I'm showing the essential oils. John and I are going to talk about several of the targeted products here tonight as we go forward. So with that, I've been talking about this guy named John But before I get to that slide, I want to talk to you about how our products are formulated. It's all science-based. John Anderson was the original formulator. Today, we're led by Dr. Plant. No pun intended there. That's really his name. The guy is an absolute bona fide genius when it comes to formulating nutrition products. And we are blessed to have over 50 full-time scientists and technical staff helping Isagenix not just be some copycat company, but we are literally the ones that paved the way for everyone else. In fact, we were doing intermittent cleansing before anybody even knew what that was. And so Isagenix is a leader in the health and nutrition industry. Now we'll get to the slide with my friend John. And this is a picture of John Moschetti. John, I want you to just take a few minutes here and tell your story, and then come back to me, and you and I will kind of run through the products and have some fun like we always do. So John, let's hear your story, my friend.
Well, guys, this is like the most important part, because this is when I actually started Isagenix. I started on Thanksgiving week. This coming Wednesday will be my 9-year anniversary. Well, when my mentors called me from Atlanta and said that about doing a nutritional cleanse and fat body burn program, I was 169 pounds of Bud Light Bear Blow, guys. I had a fat face and a fat belly, and I was an athlete. And they said to me, they said, well, my products came in on Monday. They said, you need to start this week. I says, it's Thanksgiving week. Are you kidding me? I said, well, listen, I've got to have my Thanksgiving turkey, my dessert, and all the fixings. So I'm going to start the shake day on the Wednesday now, and I'm going to have shake day, day 2 would be my Thanksgiving. That simply means, guys, that I had a cleanse on Black Friday and Saturday, because when I do something, I'm all in. So I went back-to-back cleanse days on Black Friday and Saturday, and I went aggressive because I wanted to have that turkey day. But I still had my 2 shakes on Thanksgiving, but I had an unbelievable meal, had my wine, and so on and so forth. My first 30 days, actually, my first 60 days, I released over 30 pounds, but then I was too light. I went from 169 to 139, and then I put on 15 pounds of lean muscle. And that's when I felt at my ideal weight. But the inflammation, was gone. The fat face was gone. The belly, the inches were coming off my waist over 2 inches. But my energy actually went through the roof, and the sluggish feeling was definitely just out of the way. It made my workouts, perform myself at a higher level. And understand, guys, 9 years ago, we only had a 9-day program, which was actually an 11-day supply of products. And we didn't have Isa Delight chocolates. We didn't have whey thins. We didn't have this Bia. We didn't have soup that I had tonight with the bone broth with the collagen. I mean, I basically had the wafers, we call them the Scooby snacks. And that's all we had on a cleanse day, and just drinking plenty of water. So today, they just made it so much faster, Chuck, and easier. You want me to do this, Chuck, the slide? You're muted, Chuck.
It always works better when you unmute.
There we go.
John, go ahead and talk about this no compromise quality for all of our products, and what
Awesome.
that means even for new products to be introduced. We have the confidence in these products.
Awesome, guys. Well, guys, what I love is, we have the 50 scientists led by Joshua Plant that Chuck had mentioned. They use all the fresh ingredients grown and produced by nature, are identified and researched for health benefits. All ingredients are third-party tested for identity, safety, strength, and composition. Next slide, please.
It's a coming.
Oh, okay. Okay, I forgot. It's a little.
All right, hey, let's go through these products kind of one at a time. These are some of the core products. This is the #1 selling product that Isagenix has. It's also the #1 selling meal replacement shake in America. John, when you're talking to a brand new customer, what are some things you share about the shake with them?
Well, guys, first of all, I need to know what my customer and client's all about. I need to know a little history. I ask them if they go to the gym, do they work out, do they walk, what kind of water intake do they have? Are they a diabetic? Are they a pre-diabetic? You know, what do they do for a living? So I need to know what specific program I'm going to put them on, meaning what type of shake am I going to put them on? If I'm working with somebody that's obese or somebody that's a diabetic, I'm going to put them on our 36 gram of our whey protein shake, which is 9 grams of stevia sugar, and it's a 270 calorie meal replacement. If it's somebody that's basically not going to the gym, I'm going to introduce a 24 gram whey shake, which is a 240 calorie meal and 14 grams of sugar. Somebody might not be able to take whey protein. They might be vegan or they want to go dairy free. So I'm going to introduce our dairy free, one of 3 flavors. We have chocolate, we have strawberry, and we actually have vanilla chai, so that they're going to go plant-based. And now what I love is we have plant-based protein, vanilla and chocolate, and mine is on its way. So, you know, we have plenty of options, guys. Understand that our shakes are cold processed whey. What that simply means is the cows in New Zealand are grass fed. There's no hormones, there's no steroids, there's no corn injections. That's why they're made with water, guys, and they just have the energy, the fueling, the carbohydrates. We have the good fats from the undernatured protein, and we have all the minerals and vitamins that your body is starving for.
John, I just started a brand new customer tonight, in fact, but I had given him a canister of shakes last week. He's a high school student, 15 years old, and he was 350 pounds a week ago. He's already down to 340 just by taking those shakes alone for 1 week. And so he's really excited to begin on the program. I'm really excited for him and his mom. This next slide is about the Cleanse for Life. In the UK, we call this Nourish for Life. You mentioned you did a 2-day cleanse. You want to explain what a cleanse means? Because there's a lot of misconception about cleansing.
Well, guys, I don't even use like the cleanse word as much anymore. I'm switching over to intermittent fasting, because a lot of people, when they think of cleanse, they think of poopy cleanse, and they get a bad perception of what we're trying to accomplish. So, I'm using verbiage more of intermittent fasting. That's what a lot of people are hearing now. You're hearing that with keto and everything, where they're intermittent fasting. So basically just removing the toxicity from our liver at the cellular levels. Now we talk about a 1-day cleanse. We talk about a back-to-back 2-day cleanse. What simply means is when you're doing a 1-day cleanse, 20% of the toxicity is going to release from your liver. When you do a 2-day cleanse, the other 80% of the toxins are removing from the liver, and you're having better results. We also do what we call a daily cleanse that we set up for diabetics, that they actually do 2 ounces of cleanse at bedtime every single night until they're ready to really jump into a 1-day cleanse. So I normally work with a diabetic. I put 14 days of nutrition into their body before they're ready to tackle a 1-day cleanse. And we always go at their discretion, guys. I don't throw a 2-day cleanse down somebody and say, this is what you're going to do. We always say we got a good, a better, and a best on which way you want to go. And like I said, it all depends on what their goals are, guys.
Great job, John. This next slide is about the energy, and there's lots of energy products shown on this slide, but I want you to focus on the liquid gold, the Isagenix Supreme. Tell us a little bit about that product.
Yeah, we call this the liquid gold, or I call it the happy juice. It just simply, we have stress in the world, guys. Stress is never going away. You tell me somebody that's stress-free, and I'll just simply say that they're lying, okay? It's how we deal with our stress. This protects against the negative effects of stress. It supports the overall health and balances the body's system. It helps mental and physical performance. This herb, we have an herb in here called Shilajit. It's actually found in India. This was Dr. John Anderson's final piece of the puzzle. When he got bit by the brown recluse spider and they were going to amputate his right leg, he said, "You're not touching my leg." And he was looking for this final herb, and he actually went to India, and he ran into a doctor that he actually knew that had this herb. And Isagenix Supreme is just amazing because you can take up to 4 ounces depending your stress levels. I take 1 ounce in the morning, and sometimes I take 1 ounce at bedtime. You know, this is something that really, really helps you sleep like a baby. It gives you that energy that you need. And like I said, it cuts the stress down. And the reverse the clock with our youthful aging, the Isagenesis. This is something I don't go without. Isagenesis to me, now that I'm approaching what we call double nickels, the age of 55 in January. Okay, so this here actually has got some milk thistle. It's got turmeric, green tea, the ashwagandha, the grape seed, the boswellia, the ginseng, the bacopa, the white tea, black tea, antioxidant vitamins. Guys, I just simply, to simplify this, is simply we have a rubber band in our body as a telomere. As we get older, that rubber band shrinks, okay? With this Isagenesis, it just keeps that rubber band long and strong. And it just makes the skin healthy, gives you the energy, guys, and it just gives you the flowing hair, you know, so on and so forth with this. This is a must. This is something I do not go without. And our AMP product, this is a game changer. When this came out, you know, this, especially the try-release program, I'm going to break it down on how I use these 4 products because I don't want to get anybody confused. You know, starting with the AMP Nitro. The AMP Nitro is something that I take 30 minutes before I go to the gym. I take simply a scoop of the AMP Nitro into about 6 to 8 ounces of water, and I drink it 30 minutes before I'm leaving the house to go to the gym. And now the try-release program, I mix it up. I do a couple different things. I take 1 scoop of the try-release program. I'm a vanilla custard lover, guys. That's all I do. We also have the chocolate too. I take a scoop of the vanilla custard and I take it into about, I put like 2 ice cubes in it. I like it cold, and I put it into like 6 to 8 ounces of water. Now, sometimes when I'm at the gym, I'll drink it during my workout. Sometimes I drink half of it before I walk into the gym, and then I drink the other half when I come out of the gym. And then I lead into number 3, the AMP with the BCAA+. That pretty much replaces my hydrate, where I mix and match some things. Where I take 2 scoops of the BCAA and I throw it into 6 to 8 ounces of iced water, and I'm drinking this throughout my workout. Now, the most important part is when I'm repairing the body, going to part number 4, the AMP Repair. When I get home, I'm taking 2 scoops of the AMP Repair into 6 to 8 ounces of water, and now I'm repairing my body, and then followed up by my 36 grams of Isolene Pro Whey Shake.
Hey, John, this next slide, I got to tell you, I think my wife Diane has developed a drinking problem, and it has to do with this one right here. She can't seem to get enough of this. In fact, just yesterday, I had my son-in-law over for dinner, and we were having some fun, and I kind of went crazy here and did a Bia and E-Shot mix. It was phenomenal. But go ahead, tell us about this new energy drink. It is great.
Guys, this Bia is, I'm so happy we finally got into the energy business. It's a $30 billion a year industry. I'm sick of seeing, you know, Red Bulls and Rockstars and Monsters and Boost and all this junk that they were flooding the market with. And Bia stands for Botanical Energy and Adaptogens. You know, it's just an invigorating, sparkling energy drink that delivers both the naturally sourced caffeine and nourishing nutrients your body craves. Guys, this is 1 gram of stevia sugar. It's 10 calories, and it's 125 grams of source caffeine from green tea extract. Now, incorporating the vegetables like shiitake mushrooms, sweet potato, orange, apple, spinach, broccoli, flax, root, and it's a metabolism booster and a dietary supplement. A 12-ounce can is equivalent to 2 cups of coffee. Are you kidding me? And I can have this on cleanse days? Ridiculous, guys. Game changer. I love it.
Here's another game changer. I think you're going to like this one.
Okay, guys. CBD oil, I've never used it in my life because I really wanted to do the research. And people out there that are doing, like friends of mine that are with HempWorks, and now I'm showing them this. They love the 750 milligrams. Understand that CBD oil, peppermint, it's used for people that have anxiety. It's used for people that have muscle discomfort throughout their body. and people that basically just have developed migraine headaches or any kind of headache. This is what this is used for, and it's specifically used to rub on. We do not ingest our CBD oil. I just want to be clear with that, guys.
Very good. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions about the products, we went through a lot of stuff there real fast. You don't have to be an expert. I sure wasn't when I got started. But if you do have specific questions, you can join our Tuesday morning call, get with the person who invites you. They can get you access to that. You can also go to isagenixhealth.net. There is a lot of information to help you make good decisions about your health. Now, we're going to talk about the company and making a little money here for the last 10 minutes or so. Even if you're only interested in the product, pay attention for the next several minutes, because I think you're going to find out we have to share very non-threatening and interesting and a way to get your products paid for. This company, as I mentioned on the first slide when I was talking about the disclaimer, it's built on integrity, and it's very, very important because the mission here is to impact world health. This here is the vision of our company. It is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. Our mentors, Herb and Patty Cepeda, have said it best. We're all about helping people be set free. It's the be set free life. And that's what Isagenix is all about. We have the vehicle to make that happen. Now, what we're going to talk about, and I've asked John if he would explain this, as I mentioned earlier. I think he does the you share, they share better than anybody I've met. And so, John, start out by telling us how you become a consultant and what that means to your business model.
Okay, guys, actually, when I started, they simply said, we need to show you how to get your products paid for, to make your products. We love the products, but when they're free, they're even better. And I always say, if we don't show people how to get their products paid for, they're not going to be around because they're going to let some excuse knock them out of the box. So let's say, for example, how to get out of the gates and start earning some residual income. So let's say, for example, when I enroll 2 people and I put my first person on my right leg, let's say that's James, and I put another person on my left leg, let's say that's Mary. Well, when I enrolled James, the company, and I'm just going to base this off our value pack, our $565 pack, the company said, congratulations, John, we're going to give you $100 product introductory bonus. So I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And then when I go onto my left leg and I enrolled Mary, and I keep it duplicatable, and I enroll Mary on a value pack, they give me $100 for sponsoring Mary. Well, the company said if I enrolled both of them in the same calendar week, which is Monday to Sunday at midnight, the company doubles that 100 to 200. So I'm going to get 200 for James and 200 for Mary. So that's $400 of my money back. Now, Isagenix said, congratulations, you just completed you share with the 2 people. And I hit what we call a crystal consultant that is brand new, they introduced. And if you do that in 30 days, the company gives me $150. So I just earned $550. Well, I'm like, wow. So now Mary and James is going to say, John, I'd love to have my products paid for free. So I'm going to help James, get to his warm market. And James is going to enroll 2 people. And let's say he enrolls, Pam and Judy. Now, James also wants to earn some additional streams of income. So now James turned around and he duplicated the process. So all of a sudden, I get an override of $100 because I created my first consultant. So I'm going to go over to my left leg and I'm going to help Mary do the same thing. And she's going to enroll 2 people in the process. So I get another $100 override for helping Mary, rank advance to the first earned position of consultant. So now the company turned around. I'm already at 400 and 150. I'm at 550. So now they're going to put another $200. That's $750. So now I completed you share, they share, repeat. So I went from a consultant to what we call a crystal manager, and I have 60 days to accomplish that goal. So Isagenix says, congratulations. Here's $250. That's $1,000. Now on a screen, of course, you see $900 because the normal consultant bonus is $50. So Isagenix adding the additional $100 on top of that. So that's what that's what takes you to $1,000 by you share, they share, repeat.
And it really is that simple. John, great job explaining that. This next slide is what we call the power of two. And it means a lot here, but basically to be eligible for these cycle bonuses, all you have to do is have 2 active customers, one on your right team and one on your left team that you personally enrolled. And then the power of duplication takes place. Now, you're not going to want to stop with 2. You're going to get so excited about helping people, and you're going to see these transformations that you're going to want to share with a lot of people. But if you have 2, one on your right, one on your left, that's active, and your team starts to grow as people share with other people. And the cool thing about this is it's not based on your own individual efforts here. You're building these 2 teams, and other people are helping you build these 2 teams. As it starts to create volume, the company's going to pay you on the volume. When you hit 600 business volume on one side and 300 business volume on the other side, the company's going to pay you a $54 bonus. We happen to call it a cycle bonus. A cycle is simply hitting that amount of volume, 600 on one side and 300 on the other. Every time you do that, they're going to pay you $54 bonus. That gets very, very exciting because you're not limited to 1 or 2 of those a day or a week. In fact, the only limit is because they pay on this volume down through unlimited levels. This is not multi-level marketing. This is unlimited levels network marketing. There is a cap. They cap the earnings on one business center at 250 of these cycles per week. So you can do the math real quick. 54 times $250, it's $13,500 per week. That's the cap on one business center. And then the company is gracious enough to give you another business center if you need it at that point. So I'm just telling you, there's no cap on your income, but this one way of making money right here is the most fair and lucrative way to create residual income I've ever seen in my entire career. This is what it's all about when it comes to network marketing, because the value of a cycle is it's residual. As people, John said he's been doing this for 9 years. I'm coming up on my 3rd year anniversary. My wife and I have committed to one another. This is our business for life. People are not going to quit this once they have the transformation, the emotional experience with the products. And that's 90% of the people that are customers. When you start making money, there's absolutely no way you're going anywhere else. And so look at the money you can earn through these cycles. Now this chart here stops at 100 cycles because we don't want to overinflate what people are thinking out of the gate here, but there are people literally earning the 250 cycles a week cap on multiple business centers, multiple millions of dollars a year. But let's keep it real. Look at the numbers here. You figure out what bill you want to get paid. Could just be your food bill. You could just want to get your Isagenix products paid for. Look at how many cycles a week you need to do that, and you build 2 teams and make that happen. The only problem you might run into is you don't control those other people. They don't work for you. They're in this in their own business center, and they may decide to build a huge organization, and you may end up making more money than you wanted to make. But you pick the amount you want, and then you simply go out there and you start helping other people. That's what this is all about. Share what you're experiencing. But you pick your number. Do you want to get your cable bill paid? Do you want to have your house note paid, your car payment, all your bills paid? What is your freedom number? That's the amount of money you need to make to have total financial freedom. It's more income coming in passively, residual, than you've got bills to pay. That's freedom. That's what being set free is all about. That's what the Cepedas have done, and they've given us a roadmap to do it. So you've had choices that you've allowed other people to make for you, or that you've made for yourself that have you where you are in life. Now someone has given you the opportunity to make a choice that can change your life and the destiny of your future. I encourage you to get back with a person who invites you to watch this presentation and let them know where you stand. Do you want to come in as just a customer? That's great. We absolutely love our customers. Absolutely. Do you want to learn how to get your products paid for? Let the person who's enrolling you know that, and they'll help you do it. It's a team effort. And then thirdly, if you want to make a lot of money, get with the person who invites you. If they're not making a lot of money, they will know someone who is, and they can put you in touch with that person, and you will get the help you need. So I ask you this simple question as we close up. If not this, if not Isagenix, then what? And if not now, then when? And you might be saying to yourself, well, Chuck, I think I'm just going to wait till after the first year. I'm going to enjoy the holidays, and I'll think about this as a nutritional program after the holidays and the financial opportunity after the holidays. I want you to rethink that for just a minute. Have an open mind and just rethink that for just a minute, because I believe it's 60% of Isagenix business comes in January through March. 60%. And so you might be saying, well, I want to be one of the 60% and come in during that time. Or you could do what John did and get started the week of Thanksgiving and have between now and the end of the year to start to build your team to where your team gets to experience the momentum of January, February, March like you do. So don't be greedy about this. Get started tonight and then get with your core team that you want to share this with and start sharing this throughout the holidays. Ask them 2 simple questions. Number 1, is better health, losing weight, gaining weight, or just better health in general, one of your goals for 2020? And if they say yes, you want to introduce them to a video or one of these presentations and let them see what you got your hands on. Number 2, if they're 40 and above, ask them if they want to shore up their retirement. If they want to shore up the retirement. There's a lot of baby boomers out there. I know that's more than 40 and above, but there's a lot of baby boomers out there that do not have any type of retirement set up. This can be a savior for them. And so ask those 2 questions and watch how many people you get to say yes to both. And then you simply introduce them to Isagenix and let the rest be history. So, John, I want to thank you for being our guest tonight. You did a phenomenal job. You always do. And next week, you'll be hosting the call. Joe Ames will be our guest. He is the CrossFit champion of the world. It's going to be an amazing call next week. Don't wait. Get with the person who invites you. Get started, and you'll be glad you did. God bless you, everybody. Have a good, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, John.
You too, Chuck.